hit any other part of your body?
My hand.
They beat you on your hands?
Yes.
Okay, and how often did that happen?
Every day.
What grade were you when that first happened to you?
First grade.
Through what?
To the 9th grade when I quit school.
Why'd you quit school?
Because I felt like, hey, I was done wrong, cruelty, and I ain't gonna take that no more.
So you dropped out in 9th grade?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what'd your mom do when she heard about it?
Well, it wasn't too much to do because we stayed out in the rural area and everything. You know what I'm saying?
You lived in the rural area?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that all about in the rural area?
Chopping cotton and driving tractors and shit.
So it was kind of a poor section of Mississippi?
That's what kind it was. It is.
It is a poor section.
And it is now.
How do you think that those beatings have impacted your life?
If I had never done nothing like that and explained things to me right and things like the same without hit me, trying to punish me like that and things like that, I think I would have finished school.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of things did you get whooped for? Name maybe three things.
Not reading good, or can't write in cursive that good and things like that.
Really?
Stuff like that.
What would you want to say to him about this, especially since what you've been through?
I think of President Obama, I think, man, he should cut our cruel punishment in school and things like this right here. And how our teachers, man, has got patience and time, man, you know, to tell kids, you know, sit me down and talk to me, you know, explain to me whatever I'm doing wrong, thing like this. So he'll look at me in my eye and talk to me.
Right.
Don't take no weapon or instrument or anything like this to train me with, because I'm not no dog.
Right.
I'm a human being too.
Yes, yes.
And I say thank you, man.
All right. Well, listen, thank you. Does the teacher still hit you? You see this little
Let him talk though.
Can I ask him with his little cute face?
He can talk for himself.
Do teachers hit kids in front of you? Do you ever see teachers hit kids? And do they ever hit you? He's saying that they hit him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he come home and tell me what happened to him.
Well, you don't want them hitting him. He doesn't like that, right? You don't like that, right? This is slavery stuff. This is not going on in rich white America. And we need to not let that happen with our children either. You know, these kids are suffering, and that's how they break our children down.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? We can't have that going on. This is the poorest section of the United States of America. Look at how we treat our most disadvantaged Americans by beating them like they're slaves. Americans talk about they want to end the bullying problem. We must start with American educators.
He came home with knots and stuff on his head from school, and I asked him what's going on. I always talk to mine. I give him a lot of love. I tell him anything that goes on. I always
tell you.
Talk to mama. Make sure that you can tell mama. Anyway.
Right, but he's still being hit.
If they don't stop, they got to answer to me.
Oh yeah, well they are. Your interview.
Y'all could have had a hold and put that down.
Let's hear it.
The hitting stops here. The hitting stops here. The hitting stops here. The hitting stops here. The hitting stops here.
So you know you be expelled from school, then you ain't gonna pay. And then when you don't pay, you don't want to come to school no more.
That's right.
That's why a lot of kids out of
and here's
school.
your,
Thank you.
Say no. This is what I've been taught. This is the way I'm going to teach, and you have to learn to accept the new way of teaching, the new way of compassionate, respectful educational strategies.
Governor Perry wrote a 60-page Homeland Security report. And inside of that, you're saying we can't stop this? If you notice, if you're able to draw close to this picture, there's a little boy here who was beaten and has these bruises. This happens every 20 seconds across the nation.
I want to tell him to make a change and tell the teachers in Mississippi and all the other 50 states to stop abusing these young children. And tell them they can't be nothing.
Especially black males.
Yeah.
Okay,
Obama, we depend on you. We trust in you. Make a change on corporal punishment.
I'll say, make a change, Obama, please, beg you. I know you don't like that, cause I know you got beat when you was a child, and I got beat. So I know you don't like that. Make a change.
All right.
Make a change.
Stop here right now, today.
They be doing everything. They be doing pins. They probably gonna, next thing you know, they probably gonna throw a truck.
What kind of things did you get whooped for? Name maybe three things.
Not reading good, or can't write in cursive that good.
You wish they would stop hitting you? Say that. Say, I wish they would stop hitting me. Can you say that? Say it out loud.
I wish they could stop.
Say it loud.
Say it loud, honey.
I wish they could stop hitting me.
Yeah.
I remember sometimes as I got into the higher grades, me and some of my buddies would get together and try to make the teachers paddle us. You know, we'd do stuff to get the paddling. Don't know why, but
really?
I look back on it now and I don't know why, I guess.
It was so cultured into you. Yeah.
And we didn't think much about it, you know, we just do it on purpose.
You got used to it.
We got used to it.
You know, there was a school of St. Augustine in Louisiana where recently there was basically a campaign to have it ended, and the students were saying, no, we want them to beat us. And that is that slave mentality where it becomes entrenched in you. You almost feel like, I don't feel comfortable unless I'm being beaten, you know. I think sometimes it could have that feeling like a bit of security. We all could begin to feel guilty, and you know you did something, and the beatings made you feel like you paid the price.
I think so. I think that,
you know, tied in like that.
They may have, yeah.
Because people equate making a mistake with needing a punishment, when in positive discipline we see mistakes as opportunities to learn. So if you make a mistake as a child, you're developing. You just got here on planet Earth and you're going to make mistakes. And rather than punishing them, we have you learn from them so that they become lifelong experiences that guide you, rather than, you know, expecting you to be perfect and, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. What would you be able to say to them now to get out of those paddlings?
Well, I would probably say something like, violence begets violence. You know, you hit somebody, then they want to hit you back. It just makes you angry.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel angry now from those paddlings? Do you feel like maybe you have it under wraps? Because you appear to be a very calm, peaceful person. Do you feel like there were times when there's any anger to the point of rage inside? Do you feel resentment? Tell me what you experience now as a grown man. By the way, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Now let's take a look at Mr. Israel. Israel, you fit that primary target. Your family sounds like low income, okay? Your skin is brown. And you have a Latino background and Native American Indian, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're Native American, you're Latino, you're brown, you're poor, and so you qualify for being abused and bullied by American educators. How does that feel? consoling yourself with "I deserved it," and replace that with just forgiveness, because the teachers themselves grew up in a culture where that was acceptable and everybody around them was doing it. And so they did it. And if everybody around them were using positive discipline, they probably would have used positive discipline. And if they didn't, they would have been fired. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think from now on you can, replace what you have been by saying "I deserved it" with "I forgive them"?
I'll try.
And I did not deserve it, but I do forgive them.
I've never thought about it in that way, but...
Do you see how that's more wholesome than internalizing "I deserved it"?
And trying to just brush
it off. I deserved it, I'll brush it off, rather than "I didn't deserve it, but I do forgive them." Do you think you could work on that?
I think I can.
Yes. Which one feels better for you?
The fact that I didn't deserve it?
Yes, absolutely, because you didn't. You were just a child.
I've never thought about it that way before. It's really enlightening, I would say.
Well, I'm glad. You didn't deserve any of them. It was just the culture you grew up in.